This is Kristen McCosh, and I'm at the 10th Annual Family Cafe Conference for People with Disabilities in Orlando, Florida for XABLE.com. I'm here reporting on adaptive water skiing for people with disabilities. We've had a great time out on the lake, so please check out the footage and check back for future segments on fun and interesting activities for people with disabilities. Thank you.
You know, it's so important for us to take our children out and do recreational activities. We find it's one of the most favorite adaptive sports because it gets these kids out of their wheelchair and gives them a sense of freedom.
I'm here in Orlando, Florida, speaking with Ann O'Brien from You Can Ski Too. Ann, can you tell us about your role in the organization and what you do?
Thank you, Kristen. Actually, I founded You Can Ski Too after I retired from the U.S. Disabled Ski Team. After winning 5 national and 2 world titles, I decided that I would like to spend the rest of my life doing nothing but promoting adaptive water skiing for people with disabilities, teaching them how to do it, building adaptive equipment, and I will probably do this until the day I die.
And how did you get involved personally before you competed?
Before I competed, I actually worked as a travel agent for the disabled. I did hotel reservations, cars with hand controls, and then I decided, you know what? People with disabilities, when they go on vacation with their family, they need to be involved in activities also. So I started doing research into different things that were available, different sports and recreation that was available. And I would try the sport when I ran across it. I didn't want to sell it to somebody unless I tried it first. And then when I ran across water skiing and I found the freedom that it gives a person in a wheelchair, I sold my home, quit my job, moved to Florida, and the rest is history.
So you're really passionate about it?
Passion is an understatement.
And what ages do you work with in your program? Is it for little kids, older people?
We start at 6 years old on up. Not that we can't do somebody under 6 years old, it's just that we find at 6 years old they understand more that's what's going on and they're more comfortable to work with, they take instruction better. So 6 years old, no limit on the older end.
Wow. And what do they do? You have skiing, do you also have tubing? I thought I saw that earlier.
Absolutely. Many of our developmentally disabled children and adults that have communication issues, they can't understand quite what's going on. They find that the tube is more adaptable for their needs. And so we don't want to turn anybody away. We just put them in the inner tube and treat them just like a skier.
And it looks like just as much fun.
Absolutely. You know, when these kids with autism and Down syndrome and other developmentally disabled, you know, they get out there in the inner tube, you know, Brandon was just clapping his hands and thrilled to death.
And where are you located? We're in Florida now. Is that primarily where you have your program?
We stay in the state of Florida, yes.
Okay.
I do travel outside the state when I teach other ski teams how to teach, but our clinics are all based here in Florida.
Okay, and are you a nonprofit or are you a...
Absolutely.
Okay.
We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We offer our program at no cost to the participant at all.
Wow.
We don't ever want somebody to have the financial means or lack of financial means a reason why they can't get on the water. So yes, we raise funds, we put these people on the water at no cost.
Wow. And how many people do you work with every year on average?
I do 10 clinics a year, 20 people per clinic.
And do you get a lot of people coming back?
Oh, I have a little groupie that follows me around from clinic to clinic.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs a groupie.
Everybody needs a groupie.
And can you tell us what's the state right now of water skiing in the country? Is it a competitive sport? Is it an Olympic sport? Or?
It is a competitive sport. Our Disabled Water Ski Nationals is being held this August in Illinois.
Okay.
And then they will choose the top 14 competitors from nationals to form a world team, which I think is going to be in France next year.
Okay. And is that involved with the Olympics at all?
No, able-bodied water skiing isn't involved with the Olympics because of the boat factor and human error and all these others.
Okay.
But it is a recognized worldwide competitive sport.
So Ann, can you tell us how many boats do you have?
We have one boat. We use the finest boat possible for people with disabilities, and that's a Malibu boat. Danny Connor, our boat driver, has been driving this Malibu for 15 years, and it runs like a dream.
And you hook the skis right up to the back? Is it through a tether?
Actually, the ropes are tied right up here on the skylon. This gives the skier the pull up out of the water instead of dragging them across the water. Here she goes. See how our talented side skiers will release the handle from the block, put it in her hands, and she will be skiing completely independently by herself by the time she comes around. Now this little girl can hear your applause, so please, when she comes around, let her know your support. Here she comes. Look at this little girl, 8 years old, with cerebral palsy, and she is skiing all by herself. Awesome job.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for all your time today. We have some great footage of the kids out there on the water, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Great.